These civilized people, they're so what? Uyap, you don't find it even the least bit tempting? What is tempting about sitting in their castles, expecting these stone walls to protect them forever? It's absurd. Eventually, someone stronger than them is going to come along and topple these rocks and take everything from them. Well, my friend, what would you do in return? What would your idea to protect your family be? Well, you know, the same as yours. I would move them with me everywhere. That's the safest. I agree. I do, you know, but they argue. They argue that the things that this safety produces for them are worth the risk of not being able to just get up and go when your family is in danger. They're fools. Maybe. The time has come for the Blades of the Embers to seek glory. Well, you know, we're going to go down to the Empire. We're going to begin with doing these 2 settle boundary disputes. I think we can succeed at them. Not going to worry about 1 square of danger. If we can't, that'll be a problem. We're not that good at stewardship, to be fair. I think I can resolve this. Need some strong backs, so we can get out of this with our prowess, which is pretty perfect. Not much money, but it's not no money. And then we'll head out here and do this as well. Let's customize our route. On the way home, we'll just hit up that. Oh, there is a job over here as well. The seasons have changed, so it is now, yeah, it's winter. It is about time for winter again. Yes. Let's rest down and take a break and have a nice little camp out. We probably should hold a revelry soon since we haven't done one yet. Here we go. Pasture A sounds like my bailiwick. So we got really lucky. To be fair, you can force these things with stress, right? Usually. I mean, we're gonna take the money we get. Since we have a choice that's gonna make it work, we'll make it work. What is this job? This is support a faction. So this guy wants us to support his faction. The problem with this kind of contract is that it doesn't pay anything if the war doesn't come. Mercenaries of Odishi. This guy is a mercenary captain. Pretty tough. He's orthodox. We could pay him money and he'd become our bodyguard. I mean, we don't need 600 men in that location. If we get him to join us though, he would be an excellent bodyguard. Let's do it. Let's take him on as a bodyguard. And we will take this contract as well. Yeah, we'll join the faction. I mean, maybe the war will come and maybe it won't. On fishing, let's go. Arvo, it's good to spend time with you. It's been a while since we've spent any real time with you, friend. I mean, I'm not gonna press the demand. I mean, we're way too weak. Now we should fix our detailed map, because it would be awful to lose it, since it is pretty valuable. See if we can't get some extra gold off this guy. Got more jobs available too. Well, we do have a reason to sit around here while we're waiting to see how this this faction goes, right? Get out there. And again, if there's a solution available to us, we'll take it, but I think you can usually just use this if you have to. Could make Uyap do it. He would be gone for how long if I did this? 4 to 8 years. That's way too long. If it was a person I didn't care about as much, I might do it. Let's just take the 40 stress. Good. And we'll do this one too. If we have to take stress, we'll take stress. And then after that, I think we will maybe do a hunt, maybe do a revelry. End of a journey. I will just have, I mean, they are an excellent doctor to try new things. Oh, conflicted feelings. I don't know what I expected, but this is not what it was. Greatly reduced disease symptoms. Oh, that's okay. I mean, what did he actually do to me? He's making me drink heavy brew. That's not bad. I mean, our symptoms went away. That's his job, right? I mean, they didn't go fully away, but we are still at the prime of health. Let's go into this town here. It's a castle holding. Ooh, a real castle. I think we'll go look at the actual castle. Let's go and check out the demoralized soldiers. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take advantage of our fame now that we're illustrious to just recharge our men. And then I think we should go and check the usual. We'll talk to the storyteller. Can't do this or this. So I guess we will we'll say the story had some good points. And is there anybody here who might be worth money? 35-year-old Georgian Christian. I mean, we could marry her to our new knight. We could get him a bride of his own faith. Maybe add some children to the camp. We could convert those children too, which is probably expensive because, you know, hiring people is expensive. Let's do it. I think that's a good idea. Arrange a marriage for her to our Georgian knight. Send that proposal. Good. Now, do we have any... for a second, do we have any new children here? I mean, we have this boy, my son, we have Artis. Then we have the 16-year-old daughter of Griffin. Do we have any relatively young men in the camp? A lot of our courtiers are a little old, right? He's 24. Alternatively, we could make her our woman. Let's make her our woman. You know, captain privilege. I think that makes sense. Hopefully her father doesn't object too strongly, but I don't think he would. Daughter, there's a conversation we must have. What is it, father? What do you want of me? Our captain, Nylog. He wishes to take you as his woman. Oh, do you object to this? He came to me first, I think, because for all that he is a good leader on the battlefield, he is sometimes a timid man, and he was worried that I would be upset. I am not upset. Of all the men in this camp, he is the best. It would be good for you. You would have his sons, and he would guarantee you a place. But he won't marry me. No, that's impossible. When he finally decides to try to acquire land for us all to settle in, it may be necessary for him to marry someone, possibly even a foreign woman. And in such a case, that marriage would have to be his first, his primary. But you could give him sons and secure your place, and I know what you think, father. You think that because I was born in this camp, there isn't much chance of me escaping here. And you think that of all the men in this camp that I would have to choose between is the best choice. And I don't disagree. And you will ultimately say yes? I will. I think his boy needs a woman in his life as well, since the child's mother died not long ago, and he's so young. You are probably right, and I think it's what he was thinking of as well. Yes, this arrangement is acceptable to me. Then I will send him to speak to you. I think he would think it was a better outcome for her than anybody else in the camp would be, so that's just that. The door to my tent opens, and Hassan stands right in front of me with a subtle bow. He starts, I apologize for interrupting you, my lord, but I bring news that may be of interest. I was resting at the King's Arm, drinking with a group that revealed themselves as servants of Prince Bagrat. They had no qualms about talking about their liege. What of him, I asked, and managed to learn a secret for your benefit. I take the secret. Tell me at once. Ooh. No. I really don't find her attractive at all. So although the statement on the event was more cruel than I think our young Nylog would have been, I still can't romance our friend's wife. I think I can resolve this. Don't want her gone for 4 years. We'll just take the stress. Nice. Let's see how much a camp revelry will cost. 15 gold. That's not much at all. Wandering Knight. Guy is okay. I don't want to pay him to join me. You know, we already have some Christians. I never actually checked the herald here. So let's do that. Supplies are plenty full. Let's look at transport contracts, see if there's any of these that might take us someplace we want. I mean, I know that we're here, we're involved with this, but can't stay here forever. 227 gold. Where the heck do you want us to go? Hamlets of Bata. That is not far at all for that much money. I shall mind this artifact well. Yeah, there's no reason to... Probably should have selected to travel without the camp. I don't think we take the camp. Well, let's go. Let's start traveling up the coast. Eventually, I think we're going to find... Oh, so this is our new knight, Jurgen's wife, Salia. Wants a shooting contest with me. She has no chance of winning, but I'll take a bet. I think we would take a hunting bet whether we are going to win it or not. So I think it might be time for us to change our clothes, because it's way too warm down here for this winter clothes. So let's just quickly take a second and get us into a new outfit. There we go. Something a little lighter will be good for a while. Let's see what we have the necklace we have to hand out and this lucky rabbit's paw. I'm glad to be well again. Yeah, it's a little worrisome to be sick on the road, to be fair. I probably will keep the lucky rabbit's paw, but we did make good money on that journey. I think we get rid of the wolf's fang, put the lucky rabbit's paw in. We already have a lot of prestige equipment after all. And I feel a stronger personal connection to the ring than I do the full fangs. Sweet, but no, please don't. Please do not. So we'll probably get rid of the wolf fangs once we're back in for a bit of money. Oh no, not provision. Let's haggle. Dang it. Would actually take the bison home. It's fine. We'll try someplace else later. Whatever this is going to take us. Take this contract to here. This is for much less money and much further journey. I don't want this contract. I don't think I'm ready to travel that far. We might travel down here next, right? So we have a bunch of money at hand and we should probably use it. So let's start by raising up the horse archers, and then we'll raise the light horsemen until we can't. And let's also scrape the barrel, seek volunteers. That helps a bit. And if we were to refill, it would take us tons of provisions. Like tons of provisions. I don't think we'll be doing that. Instead, we'll stay here for a bit and do the revelry we promised everybody. Oh, poor sick woman. Slow down, please. Revelry first or hunt first? I think revelry first. And we are going to do a fireside chat. We don't need a guest of honor, and we just pretty much have to do it with what we have, right? Here we go. Let's sit down with everybody and have a conversation about the future. We've been doing a pretty good job of upholding our new oath to not do criminal acts. We've been staying in a decent amount of, we have a decent amount of wealth because of it too. I mean, it's not showing here right now, but we're doing okay. So this is Stand With Us. This is another. So this war has just started. He is really strong. Like the attacker is really strong. I probably will take that contract if he's still standing after our revelry is done. Because, you know, we promised everybody a party. We're just about to head to the Empire after all. Hey, Jurgen is trying a puzzle with us. Come on then, Nylog. Let's see if your mind is still sharp after all these days on the road. He gestures with his cup with a flourish. This is our new orthodox follower. Riddle perhaps. Without wanting me to acquiesce, he begins. I am a room, but I lack doors and windows. What am I? Perhaps the answer is... your puzzles are too much for me. Sorry, but they are. Nylog, have you considered the state of your soul? I'm actually not certain I believe in the soul, to be fair. I've seen small amounts of evidence of the spirits of the ground and the sky. I have some faith in the shaman that I grew up among, but when it comes to things beyond that, I try not to even think about it. It interests me, you know? Many of my ilk don't care much for faiths other than Christianity, but there are so many people who believe so many different things. Well, when you make it an either-or proposition, and you have the force of the great empire behind you, you're never going to get good, honest answers from anyone about what they believe. No, that's true, and personally, I do wish more people would come to Christ, but my real question is whether or not you think my faith will be a problem within the camp. I would very much say don't proselytize, don't search for converts, but no one is going to care what God you pray to as long as you do your work and ride with us when the time comes. You know, that's a lot more generous than I was expecting. I'm just not wise enough to figure out your little puzzle. Still trying to build up his forces. Not enough though. Not enough at all. We've been staying in the Georgian hills of Abkhazia for a while now. The locals have been frequently visiting our camp to trade or simply hang around. Recently I saw a man lingering around for longer than the rest. Oh, this guy, he's sort of hanging out at our camp. There have been... Yeah, but I don't really need you for anything is the thing. Just, no, sorry, but I have no use of you. Not you specifically, I just don't want to add extra people right now that aren't women to marry my my followers, you know? Wandering off. So, Tissalia has, wondering where Artis is? You mean the Master Bard? I say, well, we could go looking. 14 stress. Let's look for him. Hey, we found him and brought him home. Mental break. Bad. I think we're going to stay strong, though. I don't want either of those traits. I don't want to be burdened by either of those two traits. They don't feel like they fit us, so we will pass. And it was a wonderful revelry. We did okay, you know? Lose 100 stress. Gets us way out of the range of being stressed, which is good. Got some provisions. We're actually almost right at the cap now. Finish that up. And then let's see if we can fight for this guy. I mean, let's see. How long before we can scrape the barrel again? 22nd of September. Like a month away. I think we'll do it anyway. Before we head out, we should also check. I don't think we'll be able to because we just did it, but we will check out this too. Let's gather some men to help out. Looking at what we've got now. They're starting to get really close to being capped on our units. Now let's get out of here. That's the best we can do right now. We will raise our army and we'll go to work for our new patron. He is right now having a really difficult time, but my army is, well, very strong. Definitely seems to think we'll win. I'm trying to remember, actually, it's this guy here who owes us, right? We'll protect the innocent too. Probably do that afterwards. Let's just ride in. We can easily handle this. We are strong men, powerful warriors. An army that isn't twice our size is easily within our power to disrupt and destroy. Ransom this guy. I don't have nearly enough champions. Hold from you. You. There are 2 marriageable people in his court. So let's look at his court. Before we make this request, let's look at those marriageable people are... Oh, she's married. Kind of interested in just seeing who these people are. So let's just imagine it's us. So there's literally this child, his 3rd child, okay. And if we switch to a woman, all of our women are already married. What if we like switch to this guy? His daughter is the only person. Let's see. So his little daughter is the only person who we would be able to get married from this place. Well, I mean, they could marry her to our son. Not a chance. Probably because I closed the window. Whoops. Fine. We do still need more champions, but I've been avoiding buying them because I have other things to spend money on right now. Across the border here. Nice, 30 golds for that. 30 gold for that capture. And we are definitely going to win this war for our patron, I'm pretty sure. Ezig, what did you die of, man? Did you just get old? Because our followers are starting to get a little old. Who's this dude? And ransom him to himself for a hook. I'd rather negotiate a release. It's the same thing, really. I think... Okay, we should check these prisoners that we have. I mean, none of them are particularly good warrior. This guy's passable, though. Let's just recruit him, and then we will negotiate release, get a hook from him. We don't do it for a hook. Okay. Well, since he won't do it for a hook and we can't bring him with us, I guess if we don't really have much of a choice, because we don't have room in the camp to be hauling prisoners around. It's just not a thing that we can do. Okay. So how long for this siege? 8 months. And this faction that we're part of, we're just going to leave it at this point. We stayed in it as long as was reasonable, and they're not going to be moving anytime soon, and we have to move on, right? Did this guy just basically give us nothing? Hassan would be an excellent caravan master, which makes sense because he knows the region, so let's start traveling. Glad to be out of that contract. It really was never going to go anywhere. And there is a new martial perk. We've almost finished Overseer. Yeah, we've almost finished Overseer. I wonder what we should do after this. I feel like there's one of these that's good for a mercenary camp. No, I think we'll probably stick with Marshal and then just do Strategist after this. I feel like that's the best choice. Balrigan's a nickname, so Salia is frail. Interesting. How much longer do we have for this war anyway? I find myself wondering. 4 more months, right? There's a bunch of stand with us contracts around us, including this one, which is actually quite good. We also have this Protect the Innocent contract from the same guy. Surprisingly large amount of contracts available to us right now. Well, we've got to finish the work we're doing before we can take another job. Every parent's duty, and it won't just toss me, so we're teaching our son to ride. That makes sense. You're also his guardian, right? Yes, good. Master the horse or it'll toss you. Prowess, that's martial. That's diplomacy. We're actually good at any of these, but I think there's no reason... Well, let's look at this. Master the horse or it'll toss you. So this is basically telling him to be strong. Well, he does have a decent amount of prowess. Don't be afraid to crack the whip, which is basically telling him to command it. I think we'll tell him that he needs to master the horse, or the horse will master him. Really? You believe that? The boy will live. Oh, I was so worried. But it's not as simple as that. If he had only just fallen from the horse, it's my fault. He's too young. Nylog, I do not think he's too young. I think it was just an act of fate. The horse was startled. It didn't mean to trample the boy. Either way, it's a bad omen. The animal is going to have to be killed, which is just another thing to add to the list of difficulties. The boy is going to need constant care. He can't go out as much as he does. There'll be too much stress. He still could die, and he's going to need someone to clean his wounds every day and care for him. I will do it. You will? Yes, I will do it. You have many duties already. I will take care of your son. You have nothing to be concerned about. His mother would have done it if she were alive, and I am the only woman in his life now. Thank you. He fell from a horse, and now he has an aggravated wound. What a truly horrible thing to happen. And we didn't even get a doctor opportunity from it. Okay, I guess we have to keep sieging, since that wasn't enough. That put his life in real danger. Oh, it's 5 years for the wound. 2 years for the aggravated. Follower's heart. So you, Boru, want us to bring this Jewish woman into our camp for you. Cost 45 gold. Alright, I'll help. Again, our men need wives as much as it's possible for us to make that happen. Book expiring. We do have good supplies. And we have more work. It feels actually kind of good. We haven't even crossed into the Empire yet. If we were to move our camp down to here, after of course the war is over, we could do both of these jobs and then go into the Empire. We could just travel into Trapezos. That might be good. Oh, we found this potsherd. Well, we might find somebody who wants it. I am just going to come back. I'm pretty sure there's still battle score available. There we go. Ooh, that was real close. I wish he'd have come in and intervened, but this should win the war. That should win the war. Who is this guy? Is this the man himself? No, this is a different man. Let's ransom him though, anyway. And that should be the end of this war. Fighting side by side was an honor. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good battle. Count David, good to meet you. And that is a good payout. Quite the payout, spanned all. Sadly, this war ended before we could do anything with it. Let's grab the provisions though. The snares, that's good. That fills us up. I mean, probably we should have loaded our army up first, but I don't want to fill my whole army. I mean, we'll scrape the barrel. 100 soldiers in each. Almost enough, at which point we will recruit the tiny amount remaining there. And we have another unit to start. 439 gold. We were gonna start these heavy horsemen, so let's do that. It is a good chunk of money, and we'll move our camp down to here, getting closer to the Empire, which was our destination, because we thought we would find more work in the Empire, and so far that's kind of playing out. We are finding more work, that's for sure. Start moving our camp. They can be friends if they want, that's really got little to do with us. Oh, they're gonna become lovers. Don't you have a husband? Let's drive these two apart. I will not have you cheating on my man in my own camp. I think we're going to take military engineer. It's a really good trait. Do we have anybody in our prison? We have no master of arms. Apparently, she's a good master of arms. I mean, why not, right? Pretty sure my culture and religion actually are fine. Well, my religion isn't. Maybe it was one of the other faiths I was looking at that's like that. Yeah, I think maybe it was, no, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I knew, but I don't know. I guess I made it up in my head. Yeah, we'll come down here. Once we're here, we'll do this job. Maybe check first to see if there's more work to do. Could go fishing. We haven't done that in a while. This is the frail lady. Sure, I'll become closer with her. Never mind, there's fish in a line. I am perfectly happy to become her friend. Bet she gives really good advice. I'm glad we brought her into the camp. Hard to tell with those Christians because they can be quite judgmental, but sometimes. And let's get started. I think we've got this pretty fast. Once this is done, yes, the next stop is we cross the border in the Empire and start heading along the coast of the Black Sea towards Constantinople, the center of the known world, at least as they think it themselves. For us, it's just a foreign place filled with wealth that we might just be able to exploit a little bit to become richer. I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our proving grounds once we get 120 gold again. Then I can put in the building for, well, we'll see what we can do. There's still a good chance that those 4 heavy infantry might go away. I won't break their building until after I've built the heavy cavalry building though. And one more little turnaround and we've got this thing done. 1 month left. Distant shores. So we've been thinking of places to go. No, this is us like thinking that we might adopt the culture. No. Yeah. We're not giving up our cultural identity right now. After this, let's see if we can't sell our stuff before we leave. Execute. Oh, we still need one more advantage. That's an unusual outcome where you hit 100 before you get advantage enough. Well, we'll go into the town and let's actually try to sell some of our stuff. See if we can't get this guy to give us a bit more. We managed to convince him. All right. I'm gonna sell the wolf fang. Good. Let's head back. I've been thinking maybe we need to buy a weapon. Right now, we have this sword, this Georgian spear, and this Georgian spear. Oh no, those isn't good enough to be fair. So let's get out of here. I want a weapon that's worthy of me and my cause, not some random blade that's really hardly good enough at all. Seize the moment. We shall get paid. We should be able to upgrade the proving grounds now to level 2. Nice. I guess from here... Oh, there's this. Stand with us, right? How is this guy's war going? I'd be joining the negative 75% war. I really don't see that as a viable conflict. If he loses to these guys, I mean, I could kill them real easy, but I'd have to get there before they do anything that matters. 4 months. Do we think we would get there in 4 months? I think we try. I think we can do it. If we can get there in 4 months, then this will arrive in 3 months, December 26th. Actually moving off now. The food at Prince Tornik of Tau Carletti's residence in Tau is excellent, of course. A far cry from the usual, oh, he's gonna get us a hook. Not gonna matter that much though, we won't be around for too long. I guess he might be actually, but I don't know what he's gonna use that hook, to be fair. So if we can just ride this down, it won't matter because once there's no troops in a peasant uprising, there's just no chance of victory, right? If we just win. Hey, I suppose we should at least symbolically start doing the siege. Fighting beside you was an honor. Thank you for the pay. Make a request. You can't give us gold. Our camp is too far away. Okay, let's get out of here. Expand all. And I might even be able to help him again if he wants help with this war. No, I don't think so. That's not his war. That's like some other guy's war, so we're not going to worry about that. Instead, we are going to finally make our way into the Empire. I think we're gonna stay in Helenopontus, I think, maybe? So who will train our son? He is doing okay. My second command will guarantee that he gets martial, which is good for his education, and diplomacy, which is good for his position as leader. It would be diplomacy and learning, and the master of arms would give him prowess. Prowess is actually pretty difficult to achieve, so I think we would have him train under Arvo. Arvo, my old friend. Yes. What is it today, Nylog? What can I do for you? I want you to train my boy. We're already acting as his guardian. Yes, but he needs more experience with the different jobs around the camp. And I think you, as the master of arms, would be a perfect candidate. Think so, do you? Well, he's young still, but he needs to learn to fight better. And I can't think of anyone I would rather do it than you. Well, it would be an honor to train your boy. Of course I will. Arvo is a strong man, talented in warfare. Would make an excellent person to give a little side mentoring to our son. Yeah, let's go into Helenopolis right here. Helenopontus is what this is actually. Cross through this monastery, I think it is. Yeah, this monastery on the way. We will need provisions. We always need money. Take the gold from this guy before we leave the territory. It's fine, we don't need those hooks filled. We might want to start doing more recruiting. Fortified knowledge. I'm always up to the challenge. This is... Let's do it. Let's try to get rough terrain expert. Oh, nice. Rough terrain expert is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's look at our military traits, actually. So we have absolutely mastered organizer. We haven't had that many waterside battles, so Forder's not really keeping that much up. Military engineer. But we'll do our best. Plenty in common. The friendship developing between Sayaka and her father. That's fine. In fact, that's a good thing. They got annoyed because we got in the way. Okay, well, whatever. I just want you guys to like each other, alright? I just want there to be peace. I'm hoping, since I only have one son, which is an extraordinarily dangerous state for a mercenary leader who intends to do more with his life to be in. Criminal, but we have 2 hunt criminals. Let's do the hunt criminals. I think that'd be great. Beforehand, though, let's head into the city, because we still want to buy a weapon if we can find something. We'll sell the piece of trash, for one thing. Then, oh no, it's cities where you can buy stuff, and this is a military camp. Well, grab the scruffy soldiers, and we'll try to use our fame to fill up. That leaves us with these 2 hunt criminal. You know, we could head to the city of Kamana Pontica here, so we can try to find a sword before we go out and do these mercenary hunting missions. Our proving grounds are finished. Means next, we're going to want to build... That's horse archer captain. Horse run is light cavalry. This is heavy cavalry. I mean, cavalry is what we want, really, right? We only get 3 of these, I think, total. Because this one... Oh, no. Never mind. I thought we only got 3, but we actually fill them all the way up. Okay, well, that makes me a little bit more comfortable with that. But we got to see if there's a sword before we spend money on anything. Okay, let's go into the city. Castle again. We got to actually pay attention and move to what is actually a city. Zella is actually the city. That's fine, shouldn't make that much difference. Spent a little money we didn't need to spend, but we'll get there eventually, okay? We'll get there eventually. It'd be interesting. Go to the city, see if there's any good weapons. What we have here is we have Inokentios' sword. That is well worth it. That is well worth it. All right, get out of here. Go to artifacts, put this into our sword slot. Exactly what we were looking for. I'm gonna change the name of the sword though to... is not where you find what I'm looking for. I clicked on the wrong one. Let's call this... actually click in, please. Ember Blade. There we go. Ah, finally. Finally we have a decent sword. All right. Let's do this job first. This contract. Bring me his head. Small group... Yeah, we don't have the... we don't have what we need to do this in a large group. Be fine. But, okay, so this guy is not even close to me. I will, of course, challenge him to a duel to the death. I'll show you how I have the sword. You take this fool, try to stab him with our offhand dagger. Better men than you have tried? No, I'll show him how I have to sword. Let's see. Let's see if we can... Maybe we should do the strict guard. Expert onslaught. No, let's do the parry strike parry riposte. That is a head for cash. Thank you. Goodbye, sir. You probably should have... I would gonna say you probably should have considered not starting a life of crime if you wanted to live, but I realized that that would just be a little bit too hypocritical. So we'll just be happy to take our pay and be on our way. Oh, I did not want to. Oh wait, no we didn't. That's just us on a horse. That's good. I thought we took it because we come back, but that's just how this works. Teacher of Knights. All right, so this guy teaching some young knights, and he wants to join us. Sure, I can give it a go. I mean, we don't want to miss the chance of getting... I could bring him to teach him. Is he good enough to replace me? He's not good enough to replace me. I'm going to try to learn to be a blade master. There we go. Aspiring blade master. Nice. That should make it easier to cut this dude's head off. We're now at 36. Excellent. You are very small, bandit. You are a small bandit. Your name is Elbow High. That is... Have at thee, buffoon. Yeah, I mean, of course. I'm gonna block him and use my offhand dagger. Then we'll use our full strength with a confident attack. Then go for a flurry. Let's strike, parry, riposte. And we have taken a head. There we go. With that, I think we're gonna bring this episode to an end. We have finally found our way down into the Empire, and we are making good coin. We've almost filled up our heavy horse unit, which is pretty good news. And we still have enough money left over. Oh, let's pause this. Pinkish Hearts, early evening is a time of intense activity for the camp. People and supplies tossed this way and that. As our portable home is set down once more, habitually, it is also a time to walk and clear my head and escape the noise for a time. As I crest a small hill, I see the last pinkish rays of the dying sun. So we are looking at the sunset, and we can invite somebody up here to join us. We'll bring our son up here to join us, because our relationship with Arbo is already well established. But with that, we are going to end this episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join us in the next one. Goodbye for now.